Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Multiple rounds of heavy rainfall will continue to impact Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Flash, urban, and small stream flooding as well as mudslides are possible. In the west, showers and storms are expected today along with heavy mountain snow. Additional rainfall may lead to isolated instances of flooding. Closer to home, generally dry conditions today and into tomorrow with breezy winds. Our next system rolls through late tomorrow and lasts through the weekend. Snow and rain showers will accompany the system, bringing the brunt of the snow to the area mountains. Light snow is possible in the lowlands. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Keep Alamogordo Beautiful is excited to announce the relaunch of the graffiti reporting services, and they are partnering with the City of Alamogordo's Code Enforcement Department, committed to beautifying the community by removing unsightly graffiti from private property. If you need to report some graffiti, please visit keepalamogordobeautiful.org and fill out the easy-to-use graffiti reporting page. It is important to have the property owner's permission prior to dispatching workers. If you have any questions, please contact Code Enforcement at 575-439-4375. The Otero County Commission's regular meeting is happening this morning at 9 a.m. Several items on the agenda. We will bring you some audio from this meeting on tomorrow's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. Love Inc. is offering free tax filing.
The BETA tax preparation program, that's the volunteer income tax program, and we are in full force with that. We've had people coming every week. That's on Fridays and Saturdays from 10 to 2 at our offices at 1106 Ohio.
Susan Payne speaking with Crazy Radio.
If you are in need of help preparing your taxes, just know that this is a free service, including e-file, and we also do state taxes for free as well.
For more information, call 575-439-4812. Animal Village NM continues to provide dog and cat food for families in need.
This month, thanks to our donors, we were able to provide more than 700 pounds of cat and dog food to these food banks.
Sonny Eris speaking with Crazy Radio.
In Alamogordo, contact Love Inc., 1106 Ohio Street, next to Lowe's Market. In Ruidoso, contact Lincoln County Food Bank, 138 Service Road, first times and days of operation.
More information is available by visiting animalvillagenm.com. Kitty City NM and Alamogordo Animal Control are teaming up to provide an adoption event this Saturday. We heard from Kathy Denton.
Saturday, February 10, join Kitty City at the White Sands Mall from 10 to 4 for our adoption event. Come see all the sweet and lovable kitties, just hoping you will pick one of them to be their forever family. We will also have dogs from Alamogordo Animal Control available for adoption.
For more information, check out the Kitty City NM Facebook page. The Alamogordo Fire Department and Alamogordo Senior Center are teaming up to provide adults over 60 with smoke detectors. I spoke with Lieutenant Will Skaggs.
Right now, the Senior Center is taking sign-ups for anybody who, in the elderly community, who may need a smoke detector or who may have expired smoke detectors that need replacement. So what we'll be doing is installing up to 2 free, brand new lithium-ion batteries. That means that the residents don't have to change the batteries and they don't have to worry for their smoke detectors for 10 years. And they're completely free.
That's on February 10th. Contact the Alamo Senior Center to register or for more information. The Alamo Senior Center presents the Valentine's Day Dance.
It's going to be held on February the 14th. That's on a Wednesday, and it's going to be here from 2 to 5 in the dining room. Dancing and music by Bo Rivers. The cost is $10. We're going to be having, for food, the brisket, baked potato, vegetables, a dinner roll, and dessert.
Gloria speaking with Crazy Radio. If you have any questions, call 575-439-4150. Well, today is Thursday. We go now to Pastor Lauren Noble for an inspirational moment.
Good morning, 95.1 listeners. This is Pastor Lauren with our Thursday Thought. Years ago, I was visiting California, and we went to the Redwood Grove, and I asked the park ranger if I could take home a seedling. Of course, the answer was no, but then he explained to me that a single redwood tree cannot stand on its own. They are too shallow-rooted, and the wind would topple them over. It takes a whole grove of them to stand. Underneath the soil, the roots intertwine much like a chain link fence or a netting system does, and that is where their strength comes from. They need a support system in order to stand and to flourish. And I thought about that and thought, humans are exactly that same way. We need a support system to help us through the storms of life and to help us weather the difficult times, because standing alone, we very easily fall to emotions or desires or things like that, and we need a support system. And just as big and majestic as the redwood tree is, it's also very fragile if it doesn't have some sort of a support system to help it. Let me say a prayer for us. Father, help us to form a support system to encourage each other during the difficult times and to weather the storms together so that we're not out there alone and we fall to whatever comes our way. Amen. If you need to, you can contact me at 575-295-1742. Until we meet again on the airwaves, blessings to you.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Hobbs police are investigating after a bullet struck a child while sleeping at an apartment complex yesterday morning. According to Hobbs police, they responded to a shots-fired call at the Washington Place Apartments. When officers arrived, they found the front of the apartment had been shot multiple times. Police say they quickly found a 5-year-old who had been struck by a bullet while sleeping. That child was taken to the hospital and later flown to another nearby hospital for further treatment. Arturo Francisco Quintana pled guilty to second-degree murder and will spend 10 years in prison. Las Cruces police found the body of Efren Gutierrez on June 10th of 2020 and saw Quintana swinging a large sword in the parking lot. Neighbors reported seeing Quintana acting menacingly and yelling that he had to kill Gutierrez because he was killing women and children. Police say Quintana left the scene riding a BMX bicycle. Officers found Quintana and arrested him a short time later. Quintana later confessed to the killing, saying that he wanted to cut Gutierrez's head off. Gilbert Michael Cortez of Santa Fe was sentenced to 4 years in prison for being a felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition. Santa Fe police officers were dispatched to the scene of gunshots fired at Cortez's home on January 1st of 2021. Surveillance video showed a verbal altercation occurring at approximately 2:30 a.m. among a group of people, and that resulted in at least 2 shooters firing shots at a vehicle as it fled from Cortez's residence. A SWAT team later arrived, and 3 women, 4 children exited Cortez's home. Police searched the home with a warrant and found Cortez hiding inside of a water heater closet in the garage. The SWAT team also found a pistol, a rifle, a sawed-off barrel shotgun, as well as ammunition in the garage. Due to his previous conviction for aggravated battery, a felon in possession of a firearm, tampering with evidence, possession of a controlled substance, and residential burglary, Cortez was not legally permitted to have firearms or ammunition. Upon his release from prison, Cortez will be subject to 3 years of supervised release. After the Republican-led pretrial detention bill died in committee last month, Senator Daniel Ivy Soto, a Democrat from Albuquerque, is trying to get a bill through that's very similar to the one that was tabled. The new bill deals with automatically holding someone in jail for committing a felony while out of jail on a different felony charge.
Senate Bill 271 simply says is when you get picked up for a new felony, you cannot get out until the judges in the previous cases are alerted to the fact that you got arrested for a new felony and have a chance to review your conditions of release.
Ivy Soto speaking with KRQE. Currently, judges cannot hold them behind bars unless the district attorney files a motion to revoke conditions of release, and they are deemed a risk to themselves or others, or a flight risk. But this bill makes the hold automatic if the person on conditions of release for a different case commits a new felony. The bill has already cleared one committee and is scheduled for debate in the Senate Judiciary. An interesting report detailing New Mexico's STEM workforce has been released. Jason Espinoza reports from the Roundhouse.
Workforce development continues to be a topic of discussion during the 30-day legislative session, and now legislators have a new analysis to consider as they make policy decisions. According to an analysis conducted by FTI Consulting for Science is Us, a Washington, D.C. based nonprofit initiative, there were more than 67 million STEM professionals in the United States in 2021, with 13 million holding a high school diploma or general equivalency credential. Another 3.3 million do not have a high school diploma, a figure almost equal to the number who hold a doctoral or professional degree. In New Mexico, 54% of the state's STEM professionals do not have a bachelor's degree. Rachel Corestas is the executive director of Science is Us, a foundation-supported initiative.
Government leaders, business owners, educators, and parents must all recognize the enormous value in STEM fields and must do what's necessary to teach, train, and recruit workers to fill existing vacancies in the near term while developing a strong STEM workforce for the long term. Careers in STEM fields offer pathways to fulfilling middle-class livelihoods for people of every educational background. While New Mexico has an edge with its existing STEM infrastructure, the state must be vigilant in taking advantage of its competitive position.
For the New Mexico News Network, I'm Jason Espinoza.
Yesterday, we discussed that a baby was tossed into a baby box. Monica Kelsey, the founder and CEO of Safe Heaven Baby Boxes, was excited to hear that another child was disposed of like common garbage.
This is such a selfless thing for a parent to say, I want what's best for my child, and it's not me. And it's heroic, it's honorable, and I know this is not without pain.
The baby is under 45 days old, which follows state law. Officials say the baby is healthy, aside from requiring oxygen when he was retrieved from the box. Fire crews responded exactly as they were trained. They rescued the baby from the box within 2 minutes, gave him a checkup, and took the baby to the local hospital. He was surrendered under the Safe Haven Act. CYFD is currently looking for parents for the child. There are now 6 Safe Haven boxes in the state. Roswell was added to the list yesterday. Farmington is expected to install one later this month. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 28 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including Hondo at Alamo Navajo, Carrizozo at Lake Arthur, Chaparral at Santa Teresa, and Tularosa heads to Lawrenceburg. Go, Lady Cats! There are 32 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today, including Hondo at Alamo Navajo, Santa Teresa at Chaparral, and Tularosa heads to Lawrenceburg. Go Wildcats! The Tularosa Little League Baseball and T-Ball are seeking sponsorships for the 2024 season. Money is required to cover league fees, umpire fees, maintenance, league equipment, and other such costs. If you have any questions, you can contact Casey Otero at 575-430-1563 or James V. Hill, 575-491-3049. You can also email Tularosa Little League Baseball at gmail.com. Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. Partly cloudy tonight with winds gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 43. Low tonight of 32. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 26. High tomorrow, 54 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today with winds gusting as high as 39 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with winds gusting as high as 39. Mostly sunny tomorrow with winds gusting as high as 33 miles per hour. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 31. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 1 degree. Low tonight of 19. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 3. High tomorrow, 33. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 6 degrees. Don't forget about your pets, pipes, and plants. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.